So it says, before learning about the skill of perception checking, if you found yourself either curious or worried about the reason for someone else's behavior, would you typically verbalize your curiosity or concern, or would you keep your thoughts and questions to yourself? How would this typically play out? So, usually, what I do as a person, I do now verbalize my emotions when I feel a certain way. So, if I feel sad because, let's say a partner or friend did something, I would just go to them about it right away. I usually try my best to use like a low tone so that way I don't cause any more problems or anything like that, because I don't want them to get the wrong idea for what I'm trying to say. Because if I let my emotions get the best of me and start yelling or screaming, it's not gonna help. That'll help solve things and just create a chaos for both me and the person that I'm trying to communicate with. So, question 2. With whom in your life do you think is a skill of perception checking would be especially helpful? Why? I'd say my therapist, especially because therapists, they're supposed to be taught and to help better their patients, would help them gain a better perspective on things and to help guide their emotions. So obviously, I feel like going to a professional about certain things like that and how to better handle things, just go to them and they'll teach you, because that's what they're known to do and that is their job to do. Number 3, provide an example or scenario in which you could use and have used perception checking. Detail specific, what would you say? 7. Okay. When I feel, I could probably use an example, like, let's say, like in my past relationships, when my ex-partner, when I feel like he's being a little distant or like something's bothering him, right? It would get to me. I feel like I've done something wrong. So the way that I would address things is that I try my best using I statements, which I was taught in therapy to use. So I would say like, hey, are you okay? Have I done something wrong? I feel like you're distant or overwhelmed with something. Is it because of me, or could it be something else? Can you please let me know what's bothering you? We could always discuss it later or tomorrow. Just, I want to know as soon as I can so that I could better help and understand and feel less overwhelmed, basically. Well, yeah, that's how I would respond, mainly. And again, when I do feel overwhelmed or frustrated, I do try my best to distance myself so that way I don't cause or create any problems. Number 4, moving forward, what is a common, often problematic tendency in perception that you could address to use the perception? So as humans, we tend to follow our natural gut and instincts, right? So we could end up assuming things of a person, of the way they feel or the way they think, and we could just jump into so many conclusions. Personally, I believe that using I statements could better help with everything. I feel like it could just help a lot when you don't want to create a problem or you don't want to lead into an argument or just anything that could overwhelm you more. It's like you being straightforward, but in a matter of a way where it's not, where it doesn't seem like you're both in the wrong. right? So I would say personally, I statements are the best, and I do try my best to use them as much as I could. Sometimes as humans, it's hard for us to remember how to use certain methods that we were taught to.